this is Kathy from the Art Process Studio, and I'm going to speak today again about creative wellness and how working with layering, as in these pieces, it provides a lot of creative freedom because you are really involved in the process and you're not worried so much about what it's going to turn out like, and in fact you don't know. So it's a much more meditative way of working, and I want to talk about using gesso as a textural medium after you do a collage. So in this collage over here, I've just worked with black and white pieces, different mark making paper, text. I love working with text. And this is a bit of deli paper with stenciling on it. And what I've done is I've created some marks in here with gesso. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Gesso, of course, is, I use Utrecht brand, but you can use any. Gesso is a medium that you use to prime canvases with. So it's thick and like really nice and heavy, so you can scratch into it and make textures. So I'm just going to show you how it's done. If you can see here, you basically paint the gesso on wherever you want it to be, and then I just take the back of my brush and I scratch into it. So I've created that kind of texture. So now I'm going to show you with these pieces that are dry and these as well, what you can do to do a colored overlay over them. So one thing you can do is take some obviously the gesso has to dry first. So I use a hairdryer and just hit it quickly if it's a smaller area. And if, let's say, we'll take a little bit of this red oxide color and I will paint over this section over here. This is gesso that I made marks into, and it's already dry. So that's what it looks like right now. If I take a cloth, a rag, and I rub it a little bit, then the marks come up a little stronger, and you can vary the pressure of your removal of the paint. But that has this lovely layering quality of a little bit of mystery. So the difference between that and that is that this has color over it. And you can use color that is really watered down a lot, or you can use it very thick. So I just rubbed off a little more of it. So another thing you can also do is you can take chalk. So let's say I take some of this color and I rub it onto the already dry gesso. And again, I can keep it like that to create that kind of effect, or I can rub it a bit. So it really has this aged quality in a way. So that's with chalk. You can then, mix the colors of your chalk. So maybe you'll use another color on top of it to bring out a different quality of the texture. So you can see there is two colors, the yellow and the orange. I will try it over here as well. These collages are various layering effects. The final one I did was with gesso, so I'm going to show you what will happen in that part, which is dry, and I'm going to take some chalk over that part and see what happens. I'm going to take this brown color without rubbing. That is over there what it looks like over there, and if I had to rub it a bit, it will give that kind of effect. So the thing with gesso, I think, is it's a wonderful medium to play around with. You can also write into it. You know, you can write words, you can just scratch in shapes, but I always like to tell people to somehow connect your colors with what was going on underneath, in your underneath layers, so you don't have this wild mishmash of cools and warms, and it becomes a little overwhelming. So right now, those are 3 different collages that I landed up using the same colorway, but I love how they turned out. And I hope you can experiment and like and subscribe and share, maybe share something that you've done with us. I'll see you next time. Bye.